Right, some bad news on the development front. One of the parts failed quality control. We know how to fix it, but it'll take some extra resource. It's on hold for now, but you can order the extra work from the laptop at any time.
Hello and welcome to the third episode of my F1 2017 career mode. Obviously, as you saw at the start of this video, one of my parts that I did in Australia has failed, unfortunately. So we're only going to get one upgrade for the Bahrain Grand Prix in this episode. I will go ahead and develop it again, so hopefully it will be with us soon. But yeah, only having one upgrade with us on the car for the Bahrain Grand Prix. And honestly, I'm not too sure how I'll do here. Just like on China, it's not one of my best tracks, not one of my worst tracks. But I'm kind of inconsistent here, but we'll see how it goes. After practice here now, I've managed to get 225 out of the 285 points or resource points for practice, which is good enough. Not the best. Obviously, I can do a bit better. But I just struggled on the fuel saving one, so that really impacted us. But that's practice done. Heading into qualifying now after this. P6 in practice, which is quite decent if you ask me. Coming on to my first qualifying lap of Q1. After the out lap, I'm honestly feeling like a bit more confident than I thought I would. I did the lap quite well, didn't really make any mistakes. But we'll see how it goes. Now coming up into turn 1, braking at the braking zone, maybe getting a little bit too deep there, but actually alright, I would say, coming out of turn 1. Now going up this little straight here, I miss it not having DRS like in the newer games, but going through these corners, doing it quite well. The next part of the track is usually where I struggle the most, these high speed corners, but it worked out fine. Now coming to the end of that lap here, I think we should be alright into Q2 here. It was an okay lap, wasn't the best obviously. It puts us P2 currently behind Perez in front of Hulkenberg, but that should be good for us to get into Q2 as I skip forward here. And it is, we do get P9 with our teammate Carlos Sainz in P11, which means we do indeed make it into Q2. Coming to start my first Q2 lap, well, my only Q2 lap, as I've decided to do one lap at the end of the session here, without any traffic, and just one push lap to see what I can do. Because honestly, I don't know if I'll make it into Q3, but just going to do one lap here, taking too much apex into that first corner there, which definitely slowed me down quite a bit on my lap here, so that was quite annoying, I can't lie. Now coming into the next corner here, I think locking up the rears or something there, but I kind of went straight on, which wasn't very helpful, obviously slowing me down quite a lot. This corner was okay, the exit was awful. My thumb kind of slipped off the controller, so it kind of just went straight on, but obviously this lap wasn't very good anyway, so I'm not expecting at this point to get into Q3. I just want to get it over the line, maybe somewhere a little bit further than P15. Obviously, anywhere, if I get into Q3 that would be great, but anywhere better than P15, maybe better than P12, which was my target. And this lap does put us into P12, which was our target, so we do actually get our target here. We do finish out of Q3, but just one place behind our teammate Carlos Sainz, but not the worst qualifying in the world. Honestly, I'll take it. P11 still a good position, still could score points in the race, but yeah, let's go to the race week, actual race now.
Of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Kimi Raikkonen's perfect lap yesterday sees him start from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Bottas, Daniel Ricciardo, and Verstappen, Ocon, Perez, Massa, and Carlos Sainz. A Toro Rosso, Magnussen, Fernando Alonso, and Palmer, Stroll, Grosjean, Stoffel Van Dorn, and Marcus Ericsson. Hulkenberg and Pascal Wehrlein completes the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
As you saw there, we do move to P11 as Nico Hulkenberg got a grid place penalty there, which helps us even more. Closer to the points here now, which is obviously a great help. Going to opt for the 2-stop here. I think, yeah, super soft, and then the medium tyres. I think that should be the best strategy here. Definitely not going to make a 3-stop work. But yeah, 2 stops should be the quickest strategy here. As we come to the starting grid here now, as you go to 5 red lights, and it's lights out and away we go for the Bahrain Grand Prix. It's not the best start here for us. Sainz getting a great start. Massa getting away very slowly here. Maybe going into turn 1, going to try and dive down the inside, maybe with our teammate Sainz as well. As Massa tries to go around the outside of both of us here, going very deep into that corner, maybe making contact there with our teammate. We're going into turn 2 here. Great exit there as Verstappen. Oh, and there's contact here as we get dragged into the wall there. I'm not sure what happened there. I think all 3 of us went into the wall here. Get the replay on that incident. 3 of us kind of get budged up together, and Verstappen is out of the session. We're getting on board on his view here. I come around the outside, and we just kind of all go into the wall together. Verstappen out of the race. I have no front wing. Massa has no front wing. We'll get a view of Massa here. I think Massa kind of like turns to try and go back onto the apex there, which gets us caught together, and then Verstappen hits him, which makes us all 3 of us spin into the wall. It brings out the virtual safety car here. We try and get back into the pits with a broken front wing, which is very inconvenient, as I just go straight on into the corner here, lose more and more places as I go completely off the track. As I rejoin, just letting people pass, because there's just no point in me trying to put up a fight. I have no front wing. They're just going to get past me anyway, so I may as well just let them pass. As now going up through the last, not really last few corners, but like in the last sector, going completely off the track there. I don't know what happened there. That was honestly really annoying. It was actually a really good start. I would have gotten like P8 after the turn 2 if I managed to make that double overtake stick, because we come into the pits here now. Massa also, I believe, coming into the pits as we both lose our front wings. Maybe that's the worst possible start we could have had. Obviously coming out the pits here now in last place. We do opt for the medium tyres, and we're going to stop one more time at the end of the race onto the super softs, but not the best start, obviously. Hopefully we can somehow come back here and get into the points. Very unlikely, very, very annoying, but now on lap 13 here, so it's taken us 12 laps to catch up to cars, obviously overtaking a few cars when they pit, but coming up to our teammate here on the main straight with DRS activated. Maybe I'll put it even into rich mix here to maybe give me a boost. Yeah, as we put it into rich mix, as I try and send it down the inside on my teammate Carlos Sainz. He just manages to hold the position, but coming into turn 2 here, he gets an awful exit out of it. I get a great exit, and I just managed to pull away from him on the straight here, managing to move up into P14. Hopefully managing to hold the position for the rest of the lap, as Sainz does stay behind us, as we do manage to create a small gap, and that is through to P14. Now on lap 18 here, that's Sergio Perez slow ahead of us, I think with a puncture there. We could get a puncture, to be fair, this race, as we do have 66% tyre wear. Definitely going to have to stop again, but maybe I was thinking about maybe saying till the end, but obviously not, as our tyres are very worn, still 11 laps to go. But he does bring out the virtual safety car here, as he does have a puncture on the straight there. Definitely unlucky here, but we do move up into P9, already in the points due to others pitting. We do come into the pits because of the virtual safety car, maybe making us lose a little less time. Maybe coming out P12, P13, I'd like to aim. But we come out P14. Now lap 19, making a move, trying to get up into P13 here, trying to go around the outside of Romain Grosjean, and we do manage to do so as we move up into P13 on lap 19 here, on the super softs, everyone else on the medium tyres, and that's Valtteri Bottas out of the session here. But moving on to lap 21, behind Jolyon Palmer in P10, as we try and dive down the inside here, trying to move up into P9, but he does manage to hold off the position on the exit of the corner there, getting a great exit, but maybe looking to make a Fernando Alonso kind of move here, making contact with him there, but managing maybe with the DRS to pull away from him as we do make the move up into P9. now on to lap 23 here as we caught up to Lance Stroll in P8 as we maybe try and send it down the inside. But again, not making it work to go side by side for a bit there, but he does manage to regain the position here. Maybe trying to make an overtake like what he did on the Renault before. And we do manage to make the move again on Lance Stroll, with the DRS managing to pull away from him here as we move up into P8. Somehow, but we do go wide there, maybe losing a lot of time, but managed to stay ahead of him here. Lap 24 here now, Marcus Ericsson is out of the race, bringing out a third virtual safety car here of this Bahrain Grand Prix. Lap 24 of 29, everyone else on all the tyres. Maybe we can catch Fernando Alonso to get into P7, but still, after that lap 1 crash, somehow managing to secure points here, which defined all odds and somehow manages, well, so far scoring points, as you never know what could happen. Lance Stroll right behind us here, but on this virtual safety car restart, we do go quite deep into that corner with Stroll right behind us here. But without DRS, we do manage to pull away from him on this straight, as we do put it into rich mix just to make sure we can pull away from him here. But coming into the last corner here, Kimi Raikkonen does win the Bahrain Grand Prix. Lap 29 as we come to the finish line here in P8, somehow scoring points. Maybe one of our best races of the season. I don't think we'll be able to top that performance. Honestly, having one of the best races of our career probably here. Going from dead last, or basically dead last, to coming back into P8, scoring points. Scoring points that we definitely need to try and make a move to a better team for the next season. But obviously Kimi Raikkonen winning the race here with Red Bull and Mercedes on the podium with him. With Hamilton P2, Daniel Ricciardo P3. And our teammate Carlos Sainz not having a very good race as he finishes P12. Usually he's quite good at that, starting around the top at 12, 11, and he usually manages to make it into the points. But we do move to P6 in the constructors here, Sainz dropping down to P8 here. But yeah, a solid race for us here, probably one of our best performances we'll ever see. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.